Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Adicula. I'm a corporate finance professional by trade, an Edmontonian by birth, and for the last 18 years, Don Iveson has been one of my closest and dearest friends. I left Edmonton 11 years ago, and this is my first week living in the city once again. Until now, my wife and I were amongst the lost sons and daughters of this city. My decision to leave was a difficult one, but the opportunities I sought were elsewhere, and so pursuing my dreams meant leaving my hometown. However, my connection to Edmonton remained strong, in no small part because of the efforts of my longtime friend. In fact, even before Don became a city councillor, he waged what I called the ongoing campaign to convince me to come back. Now, to say Don is passionate about Edmonton would be an understatement. Don believes in this city and its potential. Over the years, he has spoken with excitement and passion about where the city is going and all of the talented people who are here to make it happen. When my wife and I were expecting our daughter, Don kept telling me, this is the best place in the country to raise a family, and that we as professionals would thrive here. So we looked into it. What we found was a very different city from the one we left. We found a city with great opportunity for our careers and our family, and we wouldn't have to compromise either. What we found is a city that has grown, has become more confident, and has a renewed energy. Our hometown became a new city, and Don Iveson has been an important part of that transformation. I believe in Edmonton's future, and that Don is the leader we need to achieve it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome my great friend, Don Iveson.
Well, thank you for that, Christian. And thanks to each and every one of you for coming here today. I'm truly touched. I'd particularly like to acknowledge my council colleagues, Councillors Crushell, Anderson, Loken, Henderson, Sohi, and Gibbons. Thank you, sincerely, for being here. I've learned a great deal from working with every single one of them. I'd also like to thank the mentors, colleagues, neighbors, community leaders, and business leaders who are standing up here with me today for their support. Please give them a round. Most of all, though, I must thank my partner, Sarah, inspiring mother to our two children, Dexter and Alice. Without your unconditional support, I would not be standing here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and honor that I stand before you today to announce my candidacy for Mayor of the City of Edmonton. I started knocking on doors back in 2007 for a simple reason. My friends were moving away. Sarah and I had chosen to build our careers and our family here. And I understood why so many of my friends were leaving, but I decided to do something about it. And for 6 years, I've worked with Mayor Mandel and my council colleagues to lure great people to Edmonton and back to Edmonton, like Christian. And I've worked hard to make sure we don't lose any more great people. We've set changes in motion. LRT, a transforming downtown, plans for better care of our roads, pipes, and sidewalks. We've launched initiatives to prevent crime, to combat discrimination, to increase literacy, to end homelessness. We've helped turn Edmonton into Canada's best city for artists and entrepreneurs. We have a vision. We have our plans. Now what? Now it's time for Edmonton to take its next big step. I've talked with a lot of Edmontonians who are passionate about business, the arts, social ventures, sports, architecture, technology, transportation. I'm passionate about all of it because I'm passionate about the people behind it. In fact, my passion is city building, and my city is Edmonton. Our city has changed in 6 years. In fact, this morning at the Jasper Place Library reopening of the new branch, the mayor said 7, 8, or 9 years ago, this city would not have built a building this gorgeous. And he's absolutely right. And yet, this remains a humble city. But it's bigger, more complex, bolder than it's ever been. Our ambitions have changed, and so have the problems we're going to tackle together. We're at a point of transition. We need fresh ideas, new solutions, and we need strong and ambitious leadership. Take a look at our hometown, at our economy and our culture, our spirit of openness, our commitment to learning and discovery, our entrepreneurial energy. At its best, this is a city for builders and creators. To build the city we want, we'll have to find smart ways to pay for it. We can't rely as heavily on property taxes, not anymore. Together with citizens, we've committed to building a more efficient, more beautiful, and more prosperous Edmonton. But we can't place an unfair tax burden on people and their families. This, I know. We are smart, we are enterprising, and we must work together to build a different financial formula to power our city and region's success. Now today, of all days, is about promises. I'll lead a city that is functional. No one on city council or anywhere else in Edmonton likes potholes. We all want snow cleared quickly. We all want safe playgrounds and clean streets. This isn't controversial. This isn't even political. These are the basic day-to-day things that people expect this city to take care of so that they can live their lives and focus on their families. My first priority is a city that works. And I believe we can build a city that works. I do. But I also believe that we can end yearly debates about the quality of basic city services like roads and snow clearing by finding long-term, consistent solutions to these predictable problems. I'll lead a city with more housing and transportation choices. Better housing options for people and families of all types and sizes. Choices that enhance our city. We're getting better at building denser housing. But we have work to do so that families like yours and mine have more affordable and more diverse choices in new and established parts of our city. And it's essential that we continue expanding LRT and other travel options to connect it all together. In recent years, we've seen great planning for both infill and for better suburban communities in Edmonton. And we can't settle for anything less. I'll lead a city that is profitable and prosperous, one that enables its businesses to succeed beyond their ambitions. This has long been an excellent place to launch an idea. But Edmonton must now become an equally good place to take a successful company, one of 100 employees, and scale it to 1,000. This is already the city of PCL and Ledcor, Canadian Western Bank, Stantec, and BioWare. I want Edmonton to become this country's laboratory for spinning new ideas into new companies and small companies of all sorts into giants. I'll lead a city that is fair, a place where we take care of each other. If we work together, community by community, with our outstanding social agencies, this can be a city where your race or your sexuality or the country you came from never stands in the way of the life you want to live. Our community must take better care of our most vulnerable, from the chronically homeless to children too hungry to learn. Morally, and even economically, these are among our most important responsibilities. And I'll lead our city through what I believe is our most pressing ongoing challenge, and that's getting a fair share for Edmonton in our region. This will start with better relationships with our friends in neighboring counties, towns, and cities. This is work I am passionate about, and I'm not done. Edmontonians have also told us that they want to live in a city that excites and delights them, and that they are proud to share with friends and family from away. A city of culture and art and interesting architecture and lots to do. A city that's humming with optimism and community spirit and energy. And I'll lead a city that's beautiful and exciting and diverse, because that's who we are. And underlying all of these promises is the imperative to engage with our citizens in the planning and decision-making that affects their neighborhoods. Edmontonians know best what they want and need in their city and how they want it to grow and evolve. The tremendous progress Edmonton has made in the last 6 years is because the citizens of this city demanded it, told us what they wanted, and were ready to work for it. We can be more creative in using technology and be more open in our consultations with citizens so that they remain the beating heart of our next great accomplishments. I have been honored to serve this city as a member of council for the last 6 years, and in that time I have never been afraid to look at innovative approaches to improve services and reduce costs. I've built relationships, created partnerships to support our city's ongoing ambitions, and I have always preferred diplomacy, but knew when it was time to play hardball. And above all, I have been and shall remain committed to acting in the service of the people of this great city. Like Edmonton, my own life has changed in the last 6 years. And so has my outlook. Sarah and I have a son and a daughter now. I want to lead this city as your mayor because I want my children and your children and our grandchildren to choose Edmonton. And with the right leadership in the coming years, it will be an easy choice. My vision for Edmonton is a city that is fair, a city that is functional, a city that is profitable and prosperous, a city that delights us all with its beauty and its energy and its excitement. I believe that's the vision of most Edmontonians. We all know where this city is going. We've been dreaming about it for a long time. When we close our eyes, we can see it. Now let's build it. Thank you. Thank you.